Alright, another one of these really bad videos where I just feel motivated to say something. I just watched another amazing atheist video where he's lost it. He's become another one of these egomaniacal Looney Tunes. I mean, maybe it's just for a day. I mean, I'm not, he has his moments. But I mean, really, okay. Well, I'll get to the first point. There's lots of shit on YouTube here that just doesn't work very well. I mean, these friggin' channel pages that you cannot read suck. I mean, I don't care. Your background image is not going to impress me if I can't read the goddamn friggin' text, and I can't read what's what, and what are your videos, what are your favorites, what are your, special favorites, what are your extra special favorites, what are your friends' favorites, or all this bullshit. I mean, I hate all this bullshit. I mean, nothing's organized in any kind of rational manner. And and what's kind of irritating is this whole subscriber thing is a kind of a reasonable idea, um, you know, but I want to be able to you know be able to get the videos from people, blah blah blah. But I mean, we should be able to label them in some way to indicate, don't bother reading this because it has nothing to do with what I usually talk about. I mean, are you going to call yourself the amazing atheist? I guess your subject matter should be sort of atheism. It shouldn't be, you know, help me minions, persuade I'm desperately horny because she's talking about violence and sex and weird shit and Timothy McVeigh and all this other weird psychopathic nonsense, and it really turns me on, and so please help me because she doesn't want to talk to me. What are you, fucking crazy? I mean, I don't know if it was a joke. I don't even know what the fuck that was, but it's bizarre. I don't need it. I don't, you say no more drama, and then you're creating more drama because you're using this medium for weirdness and strangeness and craziness, and I don't get it. I mean, you got a guy who posts a friggin' video basically extorting you to answer him. I mean, you answer me or else. I mean, what the hell is that? I mean, so you got this crazy ass and you don't pay any attention to the crazy ass. You know. And then you talk about a death threat, I'm sure. I mean, clearly, even the Christians could figure it out, even the Muslims. Um, but whatever. You sit there and say how, oh yeah, well my typical response would be is to call the FBI and the CIA and the whoever else and you too, and so you sound like just all the rest of these friggin' people. I mean, your first reaction is what? You're going to deal with people by calling authorities and blah blah blah, and it's like even your little fake game you tried to play. I mean, I love covert bullshit. I mean, it just makes me want to throw up. Everybody playing these fucking games, and so you send fake emails to Muslims or whoever talking about killing the amazing atheist and expect them to what? Say, if somebody sends me, tells me, oh, I'm going to go out and kill George Bush tomorrow, and they send me that email, well, I don't think I'm even going to bother responding to it, because what can I say? Well, I understand, I sympathize with your feelings, but maybe you shouldn't do that. I mean, it's none of my friggin' business. I don't want to know nothing about it. So, I mean, some assholes emailing me, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Why should I deal with that? And if somebody wants to kill me, okay, well, whatever. I mean, if that's going to make your day, if that's going to make you feel better, you just solved a huge problem by getting rid of me, well, then go do what you have to do. I mean, I understand other people don't want to die because, they got families or they got pets to take care of or something else. But whatever. I just can't, your whole reaction is just very, you talk about rights that can't be taken away and natural rights and all this other crap, but people don't have the right to step over some line you're going to draw, and it's your line drawing. And so they can make a threat, but it can't be too veiled, but it can't be this much veiled, and then you'll do a whole fucking 36-minute video of you just rambling on about your pleasure in beating shit up. I mean, you just get, how that's, I mean, you've made it clear to everybody that you're a bit of a sexual sadist, and you enjoy, you've got some sort of issues that you have to resolve. Apparently, you don't, make love. You don't have fun sex. You have to have, it has to be a hard and rough and demeaning and degrading, I guess, to get you off. And that's your own fucking business, and I couldn't give a goddamn shit. But guess what? I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. So why can't we just label somebody's, it'd be nice if we just put a label on here saying, this is my crazy video, so don't read this, or don't listen to this, if you're a rational person seeking some sort of, you're an articulate, intelligent guy. And so sometimes you say some really insightful and brilliant things, and then the next time you're not so fucking brilliant and insightful. And sometimes it's a mixed bag. You got to take the shit with the good, but it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, you can sort of segregate this content a little bit, can't you? I mean, if you really tried. Ugh. But anyway, I mean, just I don't mean to rant, but I mean, there was nothing on the tube tonight, and there you were, and here you are, you're doing. Like I said, it's just so like we haven't had enough craziness, and then you have to make a crazy video. Like we all aren't a little bit tired of this whole fucking thing, and then you do something that's just more crazy. I mean, I don't, I guess that works. I mean, I don't know. Has that always been I haven't watched your older videos, so maybe you're always a lunatic. But man, it's exhausting. I mean, who needs this shit? I mean, I want to do something that expands my mind, not something that's toxic and depressing. And well, it's not even depressing. I mean, that's not even the right word. This just shit I don't want to waste my neurons on. I don't want to waste my neurons thinking about, okay, the poor amazing atheist is kind of horned up and he wants to get this girl, and so he's going to ask his minions to help, even though he doesn't need to ask his minions to help. If he just makes the fucking video, I'm sure she's going to fucking see it one way or another, but somebody will tell her about it. So maybe you don't have to ask anybody to go. Ooh, big freeze there. So maybe you don't have to ask somebody to email your girlfriend, and you can just figure out some other way to communicate with this person. But even the whole idea, I mean, even right there, there's something. I mean, if somebody blocks me, why the hell would I show disrespect and say, I'm going to be so arrogant to say, no, if you really knew me, you'd like me, and so I'm going to impose myself on you because I think you really would like me if you know me. I mean, even that arrogance, I mean, no doesn't mean no, I guess, right? You're one of those kind. I mean, the other guy was apparently went a little too far with his wife, and apparently you got some issues too where you don't really respect that line, and you wouldn't put rapists and murderers in jail for more than 20 years because they're better than animals. Animals shouldn't have any rights, but murderers and rapists, we should worry about killing them because that'd be a bad idea. I mean, I'm opposed to the death penalty just because our arrogant society kills the wrong people. But sick motherfuckers, I wouldn't kill them in some kind of hostile, angry way. I just kill them the way you put a mad dog to sleep. I mean, when they're too crazy, when they're beyond reclamation, well, then you just give up and you say, yeah, this guy's got to go. And Timothy McVeigh is one of those guys. I mean, that's a scary motherfucker. And for you to even say his name, I mean, I don't even like saying his name. I mean, that guy's creepy. And you gotta, well, whatever. I mean, you're just whatever. I don't even know where I am now. This is like the YouTube Twilight Zone, well, we'll see how this all plays out. But maybe all these people are crazy. Maybe that's why you're popular and I'm not, and that's okay. But because I don't get along with the rest of the world either. But this is fucked up. Yeah, that's all fucked up. And bitch, fuck, world, hand jivey, boo. Yeah, right. Got it? Send me a little message. Blah, blah, blah.